A very good morning to all the students and our speaker for the day, CA Atul Beda, the entire team of SSCB, and one more council colleague, Nandaji, will be joining. Dear students, I know all of you are eagerly awaiting for your results and a lot of questions in your mind regarding the new scheme of introduction. So where we'll end up, what has to be done, because in all the seminars which have been taking place in the last 1 month, so a lot of interaction with the students and a good feedback. But dear student, let me share that life has to be seen on a full length and on a long-term basis. So in this, our thought process and thinking aspects play a very, very, very important role. A lot of experiences in life tells that the opportunities what you get and the timely decisions what you take is nothing but your output. Now, many of us may think that X got an opportunity, but I am deprived of an opportunity. But student, let me share that there is nothing like that. Only one got an opportunity. It's all about our ability and focus to see what are the objectives or what are the opportunities we have. That depends on our state of mind and the positive thinking. So today's topic of the day, the positive thinking, it plays a very, very important role because we cannot expect the way we want. We should be ready enough and positive enough to see what are the options open to us. At one point of time, we always think that something wrong happened to me. But the long-term future will tell what is the good that came out of that mistake. So this is nothing but the positive thinking. When World Trade Center crashed, many of them have cursed, this has happened, that has happened. When one institution has done the survey of the people who are supposed to be in the World Trade Center during the crash, but were not present on that day, they want to know what exactly these people were doing. One person, it was his turn to bring the donuts on that day. So he has gone to the shop and he was late and he could not reach on time. So that day, he might be cursing himself, why to me, why my duty, all the way I have to go and come. In the other case, one of the lady, her husband turned to drop the kid in the school, but husband was not well. So she has to rush all the way to drop the kid and come. And it was late for her to reach the office. Like this, there are several stories. All of them, when that incident happened, they took it in a wrong way that today I'm getting late or I'm being burdened with my work. But later they came to know that thing has saved their life. So this is called as the positive thinking. You cannot say that everything is happening wrong in your life. There might have been some reason for that. We need to have a patience. We need to have an open-minded thing. Then a lot of opportunities are visible to you, and your knowledge and hard work, if applied, I'm saying you'll get a wonderful success in that. I know the well-renowned speakers for today have seen a lot of things in their life, their experience. For example, if I say about Atul sir, we all know S Bank, where it went, and he being in the board of S Bank, where the losses have turned into the profits. So therefore, instead of seeing as a collapse, they have seen how to revive it. So many things you're going to face in life. Life is all about a crossroad and the choices you make. So today's topic need to ensure that we need to inculcate a positive thinking in ourselves and expand our horizon and make sure that we take a timely decision. On behalf of all the students and the SSCB team, I really thank the speakers for the day, in spite of their traveling schedule, because I personally know where all Atul sir is addressing, but he has taken out his time to interact with the student and share his experience. So thank you very much for really taking out your time and joining us. So I don't take much time because even I am eager to listen to our speaker. I request the office to kindly introduce Atul sir, and kindly Atul sir take it forward. Jyoti, please go ahead and kindly introduce the speaker for the day. Jyoti, you are on mute.
Thanks for your welcoming message, sir. I'm telling a few words about the sir. As sir told, Palla sir told that he's come out the Yes Bank from the crisis. Yeah, that is very nice. We are facing the pandemic, that is the COVID is going on. Still, we are having a fresh wave. But in this situation, we need a motivation that how we are able to cope up with the stress. Like presently, I am watching the messages which the students sending us that how we are able to cope up with the studies, the stress nowadays we are facing, the family pressure we have. Like for 2 years, they are sitting at home only. but preparing for exams. They are only doing a virtual classes. There is no live sessions for that. In that situation, the sir come here to give us the guidance for motivation. So I'm just telling the few words about him. As sir told that he is a past CCM also. He does his DISA from institute. He has completed his LLB, BCom. Moreover, he was participate in very much committees. He's a member of managing committee of Seva Mandal Education. He's a chairman of many committees of the institute. He is running some educational trust, nursing management and nursing streams also. So these are the very few words. He was the past chairman of WIRC also, conducting very professional and charitable organization. So these are the very few things I just want to tell about him. So no, I'm not taking much time for this. I'm just again welcoming sir, and sir guide us about the motivations, like whatever the things we do with our stressful life. So just thank you and welcoming for giving us a light on the motivation. Thank you, sir. Over to you, Atul sir.
Good morning, all of you. Thank you, Jyoti, for wonderful introduction. Thank you, Sridhar sir, for giving me an opportunity to interact with all of you. Yes, as you rightly said, this was a very tough thing where I was here at Coimbatore for a different lecture. But yes, immediately I had to address this. So I had to make some preparations last night, and I did that. And it was a very, very, interesting topic for me also, because a lot of reading had to be done in last few hours, and I was able to do that, and a lot of learning for me also. As far as students are concerned, yes, Sridhar sir, you rightly said everybody is waiting for results. So all the best, and I would address all of them as FCAs, and FCAs is all future chartered accountants. So that is how I will address each one of them. Also, the whole team at the institute, I think they gave an excellent support. Alok, Gagan, all of them were in a continuous touch with me for the technical support and whatever other details which required for this particular conference. Coming to the topic per se, I think the screen is visible now.
Not yet, sir.
Not yet.
You need
Okay. I will
Jyoti,
again
give the host rights to sir now. Is it already given? Co-host rights?
Okay.
Yeah.
I will.
Sir, you can start sharing the screen, sir.
Okay. Is it visible now or not yet?
No, sir.
Not yet, sir.
Okay. I will.
If it is visible, we'll respond it, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. So let me just try it again, because earlier we tried at that point of time, it was visible.
It's visible earlier.
Once again, team, check the co-host right once, no?
Akash, can you please confirm?
Hello.
Sir, if screen sharing is not happening, just log out once and log in, sir.
Okay. I will try now again.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Now it's visible, sir.
Yes, sir. Now it is fine.
Okay. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. So today we'll be talking something on the importance of the positive mindset for the excellence. So whatever we do in our life, there are two situations where, we can take that situation. So all of us have, heard that incidence of a glass which is half full. Somebody saw it as half full. Somebody saw it as half empty. So that is our mindset, what we talk about. That as a positive person, I will always look at the thing that, yes, it is half full. The person of a negative mindset will always feel that it is half empty. So in our life, what is important is any situation, we have to see the positive side of it. And I'm sure each situation, whatever we are into, the positiveness is there. Just now, Sridhar sir gave some various excellent examples of the positiveness, because at that point of time where somebody was getting late, that was the negative mindset which was there. And when that incidents happened, where they felt, oh, I am saved now, I think that immediately that negativity turned into positivity. I think that is very important. So each situation, whatever we are into, we have to find out the positivity of it. Now, see, this is a photograph which I'm sharing in my screen. So the person who is into the just standing, his hands in pocket, he feels, oh my God, how do I climb this, and how do I get out? And believe me, both of them, they are not able to see what is there outside this whole big hole which is there. It has been dug out, and therefore from the down where they are not able to see the beautiful scenic view pictures. And therefore this person who is having hands in his pocket, he is not able to see what future is there, and he's just standing, giving all negative thoughts. Oh, what can I do? How do I go out? If I go out, what will happen? And there is another person who is having a positive attitude. He says, at least let me explore, let me come out of this big pond which is there, and how do I come out? So he is just trying the ladder which is there in front of him, and all of us can see when they come out, it would be an excellent scene. But see the difference of the mindset. So success or excellence cannot come without the positive mindset. This is one more example. One person, there are two people who are trying to find out some diamond in the land, and one person, he just dug little bit. You see the mud which is there at both the people, he dug little bit and he got a diamond. The other person has, dug a very detailed, deep into the hole, and you can see the sand there, and he feels, oh my God, he got this diamond at this particular depth, and I have dug so much, I am not getting any particular diamond in this hole. So he goes into that hole where diamond was already there. Now just see, if he had dug in the same hole where he was digging, probably he would have got much bigger diamond. And he thought negatively that in this particular hole which I am digging, probably I not get anything, and therefore he went to another hole. So at times, whatever we are doing, we should continue doing that with a very, very positive frame of mind, and all of us will get an excellent result. And believe me, in our olden, younger days, we have, heard the story of that gene, Alauddin, where, he just has that lamp. He just, rubs that lamp and that gene comes out, and gene says, yes, what you want. I think all of us have this particular gene within ourselves. So how do we, how do we make that gene activate? So as a student, there are some students who make the things happen. There are some students who just watch the things happen, and some students who wonder what happened. I'm sure each one of you who are here, they are in the first lot, that they are the students who can make the things happen. You have that particular lamp, all of you, and you are making use of this lamp. So this magical lamp, Jadui Chirag, this is what, the stories which we have heard. Now, if at all we have a positive mindset, our brain gets all the positive vibes, positive orders, and things start turning in the favor of that particular individual. We call it as Alauddin Ka Jadui Chirag. I think each one of us have heard these stories, and believe me, each one of us are having this Alauddin Ka Jadui Chirag. What is important is we don't know how to use it. We don't know that how this positive attitude, if we take it on a regular basis, this Jadui Chirag will work. So when we talk about rubbing that Chirag, Chirag is nothing but having that positive attitude of your mindset. And then you see how the things are happening, how the changes are happening all across. The things are not in our control, because once you start positive thinking, all the positive vibes are, there all across. And this positive vibes can make impossible things possible. the circumstances would be made in such a way that it would favor you. When you talk about students, as in exams, you are there, you always should think positive that yes, I will be clearing this exam with rank. I think that is the attitude, and automatically you would start, reading properly, you would start remembering properly, and to your great surprise, the previous night what you had read, probably that would be there in your paper, and you will be able to, score excellently well. So that positive attitude of yours should be a continuous process. Even a slightest negative, thought can disturb you, and therefore positive things have to be there in the life. So all of us have this chirag. How do we use this chirag? So this is positive vibes which I am talking about. These positive vibes are within ourselves. We have to, give these vibes all across, and you will, in return, you will get a lot of positivity. And if all of us, have this positivity spread across, me, my family members, my office colleagues, my everything, this positivity comes in whole of the universe, and therefore this positive thinking becomes very, very important. So I would, say this positive is, your subconscious mind, and you have to use this subconscious mind positively. So as we see, every situation, there can be two effects, positive and negative. If you start using this subconscious mind positively, you will see wonderful results. So if somebody says, I'll fail, what you are doing is you are giving a lot of negativity to your brain. And your brain, this is your subconscious mind, it just executes. It does not understand what is correct, what is wrong, what is. So if you give him positive vibes, he will work positive. If you give him negative vibes, it will work negative. So using your subconscious mind positively is very, very important. So how this subconscious minds work? So it is always alert and awake. So it is not that even while you are sleeping, this particular mind is awake. So your negative thought, even a small thought, can make this mind negative, and it can be really lot of dangerous things can happen. It records everything, whatever is being thought in your sleeping mode or in when you're awake, whatever is thing, everything is recorded. This subconscious mind controls many of our activities. What we see, heart automatically works, your eyes keep on blinking. So many things are automatically done. How they are done automatically? So this subconscious mind, it does it automatically. This is a habit based. If you have a habit of positive thinking, I think every time, whatever is the situation, you will think positively. Like, say, for example, you are going for your exams, and suddenly you find that, your scooter or your vehicle is not working, and you get some lift, and therefore you are able to reach within time. But other way around, if you start cursing your vehicle, and if you say, I'll not be able to make it, how I will go, and this negativity will go, and you will not get any other vehicle, and you may lose the exam chance itself. So train your mind to act positively. Remember, this multitasker, this particular mind is a multitasker. It can do work at a time for maybe 8, 10, 20, 50 things. This particular mind does not think logically. So if we feel, I will die, this mind will not think about whether it is logical or illogical. It will just execute. If we continuously think, I'll fail, it will not understand what it is. Logically, anything what is being said, that will be executed. So if you say, I'll fail, you will fail. If you say, I'll pass, you will pass. If you continuously train your mind that I want rank, you will see that you get rank. And this, all of us have, done it number of times. All of you, when you have cleared your 10th exams, I'm sure each one of you had some figures in your mind that this is the percentage which I'll get. And each one of us probably got similar percentage. How it happened? Maybe because you are continuously training your mind positively and giving them the instruction that this is what I want, and you got it. So this particular mind does not think about negative, positive. It will just execute whatever are the orders. Now it is you who have to decide what orders you have to give, positive mindset or negative mindset. So the execution will happen based on what is your mindset. It is more powerful than the conscious mind. All of us have read somewhere where we say that conscious mind is just very, very few percentage of whole of our brain. It is more of a subconscious brain that works for so many things. And therefore, the subconscious mind is always ruling our whole of our activities. So think positively and give this subconscious mind absolutely correct and proper direction with dedication. And I'm sure if this correct dedication and direction are given, I'm sure with all the positive attitude, you will be achieving whatever goals which you are setting. So now the important is, how do I guide this particular mind? So the research at one of the university said that we are daily making around 35,000 decisions. From this, over 200 decisions related to food alone, accounting for 8 hours of sleep. That boils down to decision every 1.5 seconds. How many of those choices are made with conscious awareness of the process? Most of these are without any application of detailed mind. So how do I think positively? This is one of a very, very fundamental question today, because I have a mind which is very, very wavering. It keeps on, as we saw, there are 35,000 thoughts which are coming. How do I see that, I think positively? So some tips for that. State each act as a positive statement. So whatever you are thinking, you think in positive. So one example. Now, if I want to pass exam, I should not think that I will not fail. You think positively that I will pass. So whatever you want to do, make a positive thought, make a positive statement. Don't say two negatives, because though you say two negatives, it would be same. But as we saw, at times your mind would not understand. So therefore, it is better to have the positive statement of each and every situation we are into. Be precise. When we are giving some instructions, when we are thinking, don't go into a greater detail. Just be precise. I want to pass the exams with the rank in the attempt of November 22. I think period. I think that is what should be the thought process. Set your priorities. Now, I saw a few questions of how to read and how to. I think it is very, very simple. You have to decide, because whatever prescription is there would not be necessarily the same prescription for other. You have to decide, do your SWOT analysis, see what is your strength, weakness, opportunities, threats, and then you decide what is the priority for you. Somebody may be master in accounts, somebody may be master in FM. So depending on your capabilities, you set your priorities. Most importantly, try and write down, whatever thing which you want to do, you see that, you write it down. That will really help you in achieving the things. And this is what I call as goal setting, personal goal setting. Because when you set the positive things as a goal, it is very easy to achieve that goals. So planning to live your life your way. I think this is what is important for each one of us, that we have to plan, because each one is a different, human being. Your likes, dislikes, everything is different. So you have to plan your life your way. So what is this goal setting? So goal setting is a powerful process of personal planning with a very, very positive attitude. So what I don't want to achieve, I will not write that. I will write what I want to achieve. I will plan it such a way. I will not write that, I will not get ill. I will say I will be healthy. This is how, I will set my goal. So the process of goal setting helps you to choose where you want to go in your life. We'll see that, there are different areas where you should, set your goals in a positive manner, because that will get you into the excellence. And when we are talking about excellence, I'm not talking about excellence in one area. There are various areas where you should aim at excellence. We'll see what are these and how we'll be able to do that. Making one know precisely what one wants is very important, and then making roadmaps map of one's life. This is how we can set the goals. So these are the different areas where you should set your goals and target for the excellence. And for that, you should have a very, very positive mindset. Academics, so you have an setting goal for excellence in academics. When I'm talking about excellence in academics, you want a rank, in your final CA. Why not? You can get a rank, But what is important is positively think and aim for excellence in all this area: financial, career, social, health, family, spiritual, religious, hobby. You should aim at excellence. And this excellence can be achieved with the very, very positive mindset. For everything, there should not be a question mark. So when I talk about financial, why not, we think about huge amounts as my financial. It could be income, it could be wealth, two things. So why don't we think of a very, very, positive figure, and then immediately not go negative. So if I say, okay, at the age of 40, I want an income of 10 crore and wealth of 500 crores, and immediately I'll put question mark on me. So what happens is I'm making a positive statement. Immediately negativity comes in. Now this negativity, what comes in, it will never allow your positive things to happen. So see to it that this negativity never comes in, right? Same way for career, it could be social, it could be health. Think positive that yes, this is what I want to achieve and this is my goal for excellence, and go for excellence. You have to really, really think big for any sort of this excellence what we are trying. For this, you require to do your SWOT analysis, your strengths, your weakness, your opportunities, your threats. That is very, 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 very important. Just excuse me for a moment. I just have some water. Yeah. So we were on this financial, and then we also talk about career. When I talk about career, currently you should make a call that what is the career which you want, where you want to excel, and then start thinking positively on that. So as a career, naturally, as far as your CA exams are concerned, I would take that as an academic. But when I talk about the career, it could be anything. Not necessarily it should be connected with your chartered accountancy education. As a career, I may do some freelancing in some film industry. I can be an excellent, choreographer. I can be doing an excellent painter, singer, whatever. Career can be anything. But most of us would prefer our career connected with our academics. Now you decide that what is that you want to excel into, and then start thinking positively. So if I want to be an excellent, say, forensic auditor, okay, fine. You decide that as a career. And then you say that, okay, I will be the best forensic auditor in the country. And for that, whatever things I have to do, I will do that, and never ever think that no, how I can be the best. You can be best because you have all the ingredients of being the best. Don't allow that negativity to come into. What do I mean by social? We at our end, we have been receiving so many things from the society. It's our duty to pay back to the society. So whenever you are starting your career, think very positively, because this positivity will come back to you in multiples. So in this social, I would suggest when you start your career, you decide that 1%, 2% of your income you will spend for the society, for the needy, for poorer, maybe whosoever, you decide. But that percentage you fix at a very early age, because at that age, the amount as far as the quantum is concerned would be small. Say, for example, you are earning 1 lakh rupees a month. You decide 2%, I will spend for the charity in a month, or 1%, whatever. So every month you spend 2,000 rupees for charity, for doing something good of others. And please stick to that principle, because now you are gradually going towards excellence, and see how positivity it will work. So 2,000 spending, somewhere, you don't know from where you will get the return, but suddenly you will find after 5 years, you are getting huge returns from somewhere. Whatever, you are deciding, stick to it. So today it is 2,000 rupees because you are earning 1 lakh. Possibly tomorrow you are earning 10 lakhs. It could be 20,000. You are earning 1 crore. It could be 2 lakhs rupees. So quantum wise, that amount would be more. Percentage wise, it is same. But at that point of time, because once you have decided, and once you do that, lot of positivity automatically will flow in your life. And that will, take you towards the excellence. Health. Again, a very, very important ingredient. So again, here I would say, think positive of your health. Don't say that I don't want to be ill. Say I want to be healthy. Now, how do I measure I am healthy? Maybe you can say simple positive statement like, I will be running marathon up till the age of 75. I think that is the best thing which you can achieve, because once you are running the race of marathon for up to the age of 75, see the positivity. Automatically, your body will start working itself to be fit to run for that whatever half marathon or marathon up till the age of 75. Again, very importantly, when you are aiming that excellence, see that only the positivity is done. There should not be negative. No. How can I run up till 75? That negativity has no place. You have to think positively. Same way for family, spiritual. Why not, you think very, very positive for your family, that, you will upgrade whole of your family, your parents, your siblings, your spiritual and religious. In India, this is one very, very important thing, which people feel that I will, do the spiritual and religious activities only, after I retire. No, in my opinion, you should positively think, because these are, what we called as some things which are not seen, but you get benefits from nature at large, because the spiritual, religious thing, social thing, you get paid back positively if you do it on a regular basis. So don't wait up till the age of retirement. Whatever small time which you can spend, maybe you can have your own spiritual activities, sitting in dhyan, going to temple, whatever. Small amount, maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, a small prayer, nothing. I think you see how the positive vibes will come into your life. Hugely difference will be felt by you. Hobby. Here also, a lot of negativity goes, but let us understand, if you have a hobby, automatically there are a lot of things which you will be able to do, and you could relax. All your stress would be automatically out, because you are doing something which you really, really like it. And therefore, try and have hobby, try to pursue your hobby. Maybe now you are doing CA, you may not get time, but see that you always have a positive mindset that, I will spend 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes for my hobby. If you're singing, okay, 5 minutes, I will sing some song. Dancing, yes. Maybe painting, whatever. See that you have a daily dose of this hobby. Gradually, that will help you a lot to reduce your stress. I know many of you, while reading, you might have, the earplugs on, and you have a music which is going on. So many people are getting disturbed, that they don't want absolutely pin drop silence. And there are many people who would have that music, and that music helps us to really give a lot of excellent reading abilities, and you remember so many things. So it is up to you that how you convert this sort of things into a great positive things. SWOT analysis, as I said. Now this is attitude. Each and every time, attitude is very, very important. All of us, or I would say most of us, feel like we are this cat. But as it is said, bearers never tell lie. Actually, each one of you is having capacity of lion. What is difference is the attitude. Let us not be talking about negativity. Your attitude should always be very, very positive. And once you have a positive attitude, you can do miracles. Impossible things can be done. I will share a small story for this. Once upon a time, there was a race of frogs which was happening. Now, and what was this race? The race is of, yeah, the race was to reach the top of the high tower. Now, just imagine how a frog can go to climb the tower. Not possible, right? So this was the mindset of people, and many people gathered to see and support them. Huge number of people, see that, to support. And what happened is the race began. In reality, people probably didn't believe that it was possible that the frogs reached the top of the tower, and all the phrases that one could hear were this kind of phrase: what a pain, they will never make it, they will give up. All the negative things people could hear. All the frogs were running, they were hearing all the negative things. This was the mindset of the crowd, and this negativity was translated to the frogs, because they were hearing continuous this negative: what a pain, they will never make it, they will give up. And the frogs admitted the defeat, except for one frog who kept on and continued. At the end, all the frogs quit except the one who alone, with an enormous efforts, reached the top of the tower. The others wanted to know how did he do it. So one of them approached him to ask him how he had done it to finish the race. And he discovered that the frog was deaf. So now see the beauty of this. Never listen to the people who have the bad habit of being negative, because now henceforth everything will talk positively, right? Because these negative people, they steal the best aspirations of your heart. Always remind yourself of the power of the words that we hear and read. That is why you always have to think positive. Always be deaf to someone who tells you that you can't and you won't achieve your goals, or make come true your dreams. So all this negativity is to be out. We have to have only and only positive. I would also tell you one story at the end about how the positive attitude helps. Now let us study these attitudes of the person. So who is a positive and who is a negative? So characteristics of a negative person. So negative person comes on, he keeps on comparing. I have studied this much, he has studied this much, I have completed 100 pages, he have completed 100 pages, I am learning accounts, he is learning FM. Keep on comparing. I got 36 marks, he got 41 marks. Keep on comparing. And also then keep on complaining. I did not get time to study this chapter. I was able to do only this much. I could have done much more things. All that things. He keeps on complaining. He blames others. He keeps on blaming. That I was not able to do that, and he has n number of reasons for not accomplishing. Keep on gossiping. Instead of concentrating on the work which is there in his hand, he keeps on gossiping. Lot of time on social media. So not that I'm suggesting that all people who spend time in social media are negative person, but the time spent is very important. So you should ration your time. You decide that I'll spend X hours, 60 minutes, 50 minutes, 30 minutes, not beyond that. living in past. This persons who are negative, you will always talk about, in my 10th standard, I had got 86%. No, that is history. Now let us concentrate on our CA final exams. That is what is important. Don't live in past. Keep on worrying. This is one of the major negativity. And today what we see in many of the students, this is happening very usually. Instead of living in present, they keep on worrying for the future. What would happen when I'm 60? Whether I'll have good career, whether I'll have good money, and keep on worrying on the future. Because of this, they cannot live in present. And because of the tensions of future, the current life is also spoiled. This is one more very negative, thing of procrastinating, postponing. So the person with a negative mindset will always want to say, oh, I'm not doing it today. I'll start it from tomorrow. I want to have a good health. I want to run, that 42 kilometer marathon or 21 kilometer half marathon. From tomorrow onwards, I will, start my exercising. And this tomorrow never comes. And this happens with many of us. So whatever decisions you are taking, see to it that you don't postpone it, you don't procrastinate it. Now, characteristics of a positive person. So he is prioritizing everything and then practice it. Okay, this is what I want. He's very clear in his mind. And for that, I will have the priority. So he will have, maybe 10 things in his mind, but he will prioritize, and whatever important things are there, he will finish accordingly. So no stress, very easy life. Eating healthy. Now, this is also one of the reasons of being of a positive mindset. That once you start eating any junk food, I think your mind and body both go into the negativity. So therefore, eat healthy. Do regular exercise. This will mind and body yoga. Our Indian culture. This let us understand that a lot of things. In our Indian culture, transform us into a very huge positive person. Give some time for the family. Build relationship. Try and have this networking. Networking is a buzzword today. Everything happens on network. So building relationship is a big characteristics of a positive person. Reading. Now, when I'm talking about reading, not necessarily I'm talking about reading only on internet. There could be books. Books are your best friends. Try and read whatever you can. I know currently all of us would be interested in reading the syllabus, the books for the exams. But whenever you get time, read whatever you like, but have some spend on reading. And once you read, learning automatically happens. So not necessarily learning happens through reading. Learning can happen even otherwise. Just by observing the things you can learn. Just by going in practical training, you will learn. So there are so many, courses, seminars, education seminars done by the institute. Try and participate there. You get a lot of learning exercises from that, and that will, build up your attitude, and that person will become a positive. Focus on goals. I think this is the primary, most important thing of a person with a positive attitude. He will be very focused. He will not be disturbed by what is happening here and there, because he knows my focus is to achieve this. And when I talk about goals, his goals are smart goals, specific, measurable, achievable, reachable, and most importantly, time bound. So this is the story which I was talking about, and then we'll answer some queries which are there in front of us. So how this positive attitude, helps to building up the team, and then excellent things are happening. So, all this story of hare and tortoise. There was an argument about who was the faster. So they decided to settle the argument with a race. So agreed on a route, and they started off the race. Naturally, all of us know the hare first started very fast, and then he saw it was a distant, he could not see tortoise. So he took a nap. He said, let me just, take a nap. And unfortunately, in this nap, we see a tortoise went ahead, and hare could not realize The nap went on for pretty longer time, and tortoise won the race. So all of us have, in last so many years, learned the moral of this story as slow and steady wins the race. I think this is what we have been learning. The story does not end here. Story goes further. Who lost the race? Hare. So the hare, now he started thinking positively. He said, let me find out why I lost. Instead of being disappointed and, leaving the race, he said, let me find out root cause analysis. Here he realized that he did lost the race only because he had been overconfident, careless, and lax. So he decided, now I will not be overconfident. I will run fast. I will run consistently. I will not take risks. I will not be careless. And after making all these decisions and taking this loss not as a negative, as a positive to improving himself, he said, why not I have one more race? And he challenged the tortoise. Can we have one more race? Tortoise said, yes, why not? We can have one more race. So both of them, they started running the race. When they started running the race, naturally hare this time did not stop. He did not rest. He ran fast. He ran consistently. And naturally, because of all these things, he had won the race. So now the moral of the story is fast and consistent will always beat slow and steady. The days of slow and steady gone. Now for your generation, it is fast and consistent, because this fast and consistent will always beat slow and steady. Correct? Again, story does not end. Now who lost the race? Tortoise. Right? So now it was turn of tortoise to do what? Root cause analysis. He also took things very positively. With this positive attitude, he found out that why I lost, and did some thinking, what we call as root cause analysis. This time, and he realized that there was no way he can beat the hare in this race the way in the current format. So a lot of mindset thinking positively. He said, if I want to achieve this goal, if I want to have an excellence on this, I have to change my strategy. So he challenged the hare, can we have one more race? So hare said, why not? We can have one more race. So when we were about to start the race, the tortoise says, this time the destination will not be A, but destination will be B, that is on the other side. Hare said, no problem, we'll go on the destination B, no issue. As the race started, hare started running very, very fastly. He ran consistently and he was going towards destination B. As he was moving towards destination B, he saw one river in mid. Now he was not knowing swimming. So he had no option but just to wait at the bank of the river, just thinking, how do I cross the river? This tortoise gradually came crawling. He was knowing the swimming. So when he came in near the river and the bank of the river, he went inside the river. He swam, crossed the river, again started crawling and went to the destination B. So now who won the race? It's tortoise, right? So now the moral of the story is first identify your core competencies and then change the playing field to suit your core competency, right? Here, tortoise, what he saw, that running on land, I will never win the race. It is only if I go in water where he is not knowing swimming, I know swimming, so I have to change something. So I have to work on my core competency and change the playing field. So maybe all of us as a students, somewhere we have to find out that what is my core competency. And what I would suggest, most of you are not having competency of writing, and therefore the practice of writing is missing, and many of us are not able to complete our papers. And because we are not able to complete our papers, we are not getting the required marks. So you have to improve that competency and see that you are ready with this particular competency. So now what happened is, this story again does not end here. It goes further. By this time, both hare and tortoise, they were very good friends. So then why not we run this race as a team? So somebody is expert at accounts and somebody is expert at financial management. They both started teaching each other and see the difference. So in the race, what they did, hare was expert on land. So hare took tortoise on his back. They went up to the bank of the river. Tortoise was expert in water. So tortoise took hare on his back. They crossed the river. Again on the other side of the river, hare took tortoise on his bank and they reached the destination. Win-win situation. So now the moral of the story is, it is good to be individually brilliant and to have core competencies. But unless you are able to work in team and harness each other's core competencies, you will always perform below par, because there will always be situation at which you will do poorly and someone will do well. There are more lessons to be learned from this story. Note that both hare and tortoise had a positive attitude. They never thought, no, I cannot do that. Very, very positive attitude. So neither the hare nor the tortoise gave up after the failure. The hare decided to work harder and put more efforts after his failure. The tortoise changed his strategy because he was already working as hard as he could. In life, when faced with failure, sometimes it is appropriate to work harder and put more efforts. Sometimes it is appropriate to change strategy and try something different, and sometimes it is appropriate to do both. This is very much applicable for all the students, where, as I suggested, you have to change the strategy. Writing is my thing where I'm not able to complete the paper. Let me change the strategy. Now I'll write papers. I think this is one of the tips. There could be so many other strategies which you can work on. I continue with the story. The hare and tortoise also learned another vital lesson. When we stop competing against the rival, instead start competing against the situation, we perform far better. To sum up the story amongst the hare and tortoise teaches us, chief amongst them are fast and consistent will always beat slow and steady. Work to your core competencies. Pooling resources and working as a team will always beat individual performers. Never give up when faced with failure, and finally compete against the situation and not against the rival. So there are some, I think, questions which are there in the chat. So how to create positive environment while being strict in the work? I think we have already discussed this. that what we have to do is, whatever situation we are into, we have to think positive. Like, I'll give you an example. We have been going all around the country to give lectures, and sometimes what happens, I go to a hotel and that hotel room is very, very small. So how do I, react to that? Instead of cribbing on that, small hotel room or whatever, I say, good, very good. You save your electricity, you save water, so many things. And therefore, that is very good. Now, second time I go somewhere, the situation changes. A huge room, very big room. So I would think in different way. I say, good, yeah. More people can sit here and we can have discussion here itself. So, this you can create positivity wherever you are. Just a moment. There's some car waiting. Sorry. So the next question is, sir, overconfidence and confidence. I'm finding it difficult to draw a line between and understand. I think this you will understand once you draw a proper SWOT analysis. There are special exercises where you can do your SWOT analysis. So you know what is your strength. and you know where you can be confident, and where is that thin line where you become overconfident. So once you know your strengths, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats, you do your own analysis. I think this would be really not an issue, and maybe at times it could be issue. Experience will teach you. So whenever you feel overconfident, somewhere if you fail, you know you are overconfident. At times, experience is the best teacher. So how to be simply minded person instead of being confused and struggling at the own psychological level? I think the most reason for why you are struggling is you are always living in future. Live in present. As of now, what is the best I'm able to do that? I think if you live in present, all your worries, you bury your worries. Don't think about what would happen to my final CA exams, what would happen after I clear final CA, how much I will earn, what will happen, whether I'll get job, whether I'll get job in the city where I'm living, whether I do travel. Leave all these things. Leave only and only in present, and see all your problems will be going down tremendously. It is only because peer pressure that somebody got something, I did not get it. And because of that, there are a lot of psychological things which happen. So therefore, that last part which we discussed in our goals, you have your hobby. Automatically, you divert, whenever you have a free time, you divert your mind into your hobbies. Automatically, all these negative thoughts will be out, and you will start living in present. So that is the only solution for that. Somebody is asking me, I gave third attempt for foundation. Now I think about direct entry in intermediate. My query is, can I enter intermediate, skip the foundation because I completed BCom? Do the BCom degree, can I enter in? I think this is not related to the topic for today, but just a tip, just a suggestion. The suggestion is, do your SWOT analysis. See if you are failing in foundation, why you are failing, and whether that was your strength, what is your weakness, what will you be doing to overcome that weakness. I think that is the best answer I could give, that doing your SWOT analysis will be of a great help to you. The next question is, one side of the perspective, others' achievement motivated us for better preparations, for future improvement and results. But on the other side, from the parents onwards, they start comparison of our performance with others' results, which somewhere distress us. Please let us how your. So yeah, this is a very, very common phenomenon for the parents to do. Parents would immediately start comparing the child with the child. That, okay, if he's clearing, in first attempt, why you are not able to clear it? Now, we have to convince that each individual is a different individual. You may be good at something else, he may not be good at something else. Other is good at something else, you are not. So, therefore, this is required to be communicated to the parents, and this communication has to have a very formal session of communication. You sit with the parents, you understand their perspective, and then you explain your perspective. Take a specific time of half an hour, no mobile, no other disturbances, just discuss only and only on this. And when you discuss, see to it, both of you have a positive mindset. It should not be a negative mindset. Both of you should be open to listen and also the change your opinions if required. So when you feel that discussions are gradually converted into arguments and heated arguments, stop the discussion. Maybe after 2 hours, 3 hours, again sit and start discussing. Because once this argument becomes heated arguments, then the issue is not what is wrong. Then who is right and who is wrong. What is right and wrong is then out. So therefore, have discussion and you will get some excellent results. Unable to start studying even though want to clear exam. I think this is where we have to maybe not connected, but yes, you have to look it at your own thing. I think Jyoti, mostly I think I have addressed. Is there anything which is left?
Sir, thank you so much for addressing all the queries of our students and for this wonderful session, in fact. So, my dear students, very good afternoon to all of you. And at the outset, we are thankful to the torchbearers of this profession, our Honorable President, Vice President, sir. They are at the help for providing all the guiding force in conducting all these knowledgeable sessions for the benefits of our students. We are thankful to the Chairman SSEB, C.S. Sushil Goyalji, Vice Chairman C. Mupla Sridharji for their valuable guidance and planning and implementing many important initiatives which you must be coming across through all the mass emails which we are sending to us from Student Skills Enrichment Board. So, dear students, coming to today's session, it is a very important session for all of us, in fact, not only for students, but anyone who is hearing to our esteemed speaker. We are so much fortunate and honored to have Atul sir with us, who is also our former Central Council member, for such a wonderful address, which has very eloquently and aptly covered today's topic. So thank you so much for introducing us with Aladdin ka Jadui Chirag, which is nothing but our positive mindset. Sir, I was always wondering as a child, if I don't know, if I could ever have this Chirag with me, what all wonders I can do. And today, you know, you have very rightly covered that this Jadui Chirag is available with each one of us. And this is nothing but our positive mindset. Thank you so much, sir, for making us learn to replace the no's in our life with the yes of our day-to-day life. There are many traits and characteristics which are associated with a positive mindset, which you have introduced to us. Being it optimism, a willingness to make an effort and take a chance instead of assuming your efforts won't pay off. Acceptance, acknowledging that things don't always turn out how you want them to be. Resilience also, as you have very rightly covered, that we should be able to face our failures well. Then gratitude, then consciousness of our mind, and the power of our conscious mind over the power of our unconscious mind, in fact, over our conscious mind, and positive attitude and power of affirmation. Sir, in fact, this power of affirmation is something which we all have witnessed, that if as the first thing in the morning, if we are affirming something to happen good in our life, then certainly this too happens with us. And we, in fact, I can say that I have practiced it and it happens. And I would also request all our students who are connected with us today to also just believe, because belief is a very important thing. Once you will start believing, things will going to turn around. Then, sir, also thank you so much for letting us know the power in building our social capital, which is nothing but our relations, which we are having with our peers, with our parents, and all other our friends and other people who are important in our life. And indulgence in spiritual and religious activities which we have turned upon, and last few years, sir, from the once the pandemic of COVID, we all have seen how awful it is in life of many of us in one or the other way. So being positive, and still when we just look at the news even today, when more than 500,000 in China has been told by the media that they are affected by this virus. So lots of things can be dealt very easily by our positivity. And thank you so much, sir, for making all these complicated concepts in our life so simplified for the benefits of our students and also addressing to their queries. I know this was such a at such a short notice, sir. You came to address our students, and we always look forward to you for all the continuing sessions in future as well. Thank you for taking us time for this important.
Great. I think you sum up very well. Excellent submissions. Excellent. Good. Okay. Can I leave now?
Yeah, please. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye. Wish you all the best, all of you.
Now, dear students, we are having another very good speaker, a very good motivational speaker with us, and he will be joining us shortly. So I would request all of you to kindly be there in continue with us and don't disconnect. And very soon we will be having our next speaker, C.A. Charanjot Singh Nandaji, an excellent motivational speaker that we always look forward to. So please just remain with us. He has just now landed and he will be just connecting with us shortly. As you can see that nowadays we have seen a lot of a problem as far as the air traffic is concerned due to the changing weather, and because of this the flight got delayed, and he was actually traveling and the flight got delayed, so he will be joining us very shortly. So I would request all of you to kindly remain with us and do make us a small notes, because all these things we keep on listening to them, but if we will make small notes and if we could keep them on our study table, then definitely when we look at them consciously or subconsciously, it makes a change in our life. So in the meanwhile, I would also like to appraise few of the initiatives which Student Skills Enrichment Board has taken, and I hope you would have come across a few of them. So one very important initiative which we have started this year is a practical training module. Students, those who are undergoing articleship, we at ICI level want to introduce them with some standardized form of a training, and also to make them aware about the practical aspects related to our articleship training. So what all you are learning in class, what all theoretical concepts you are learning, you can actually see them practically working. So we are conducting these practical training modules on every Sunday from 10:30 to 1 p.m. And tomorrow also, we are having our session on the queries related to Form 9 and 9C related to GST. So, my dear students, this is my request to you to please do attend to these sessions. And although the recorded lectures are also available on our YouTube channel, as well as they are available on the DLS platform also, that is a digital learning hub. But I would request you to take out some time so that you can interact, or you can at least post few of your queries, which can be answered by the eminent speakers, the experts in the subject matter. So another very important initiatives which board is already taken is conduction of so many conferences and NTH, which is a National Talent Hunt competition which the board is organizing. See, as you are very well aware that skill is the buzzword today. And this board, as the name of the board itself is Student Skills Enrichment Board. So at the institute level, we always, keep on deliberating as to what best format can be adopted for the development of skill sets of our students. As this is more of a distance learning course, so we want more and more involvement of our students in various activities, which can help them in the development of their overall personality. So students, these national talent hunt competitions are organized in 3 levels. The first level we are organizing at the branch level. The second level is at the regional level, and the final level we organize at the head office level. And so far we have conducted many national competitions related to elocution, debate competition. The debate competition we are is rightly going on. This is debate and chess competition, and you may contact your branch, and please do participate in these competitions. They are very, very important. And especially when we thought of chess, Chess is something which can bring the overall, skill developments related to deep thinking, related to strategic thinking and game theory. And it has been recognized as one of the most important game for the development of those, practical insights which are so much helpful in our day-to-day professional life as well. So, my dear students, please don't always keep on waiting. Just a minute, I have some message. I will just go through it and get back. So, dear students, this is my humble request to all of you to please do participate in these events and not always, be there standing in the viewer queue. You need to come on dais, and until and unless you will come forward, you cannot develop the kind of a confidence which is needed in all these events and for your overall personality development. So please do connect with your branches for the present NTH, which is a chess and a debate competition. And branches are organizing it till 1st of January. So don't miss this opportunity. And later on, the winners of the branch level will be contesting at the regional level. And finally, the regional level winner will be contesting at the national level. So it's a fantastic opportunity, a very good platform. And we are so much thankful and fortunate that our honorable member of the council, Nanda sir, is there. And as I told you that there is a delay in the flight because of the bad weather. Sir, thank you so much. You are there at the airport, and this is that I have seen, we have never said no to any of our be whatever small notice we are giving to you. Thank you so much, sir. So for students, post CM's council member, and I am seeing him since the time from last 15 years I have joined the institute. And he's such a motivational speaker that whenever we have any problem, which is not even concerned with our professional life, we can easily approach to him. That is a kind of a motivation, that is a kind of a positivity, which sir always instills in our life. Thank you so much, sir. Sir presently is the chairman of Digital Accounting and Assurance Board. He's the chairman of Internal Audit Standards Board. Students, this is the board which is actually coming out with all the standards of internal audit which are applicable and followed in India. Then committee, he's also chairman on Committee of Information Technology of South Asian Federation of Accountants and vice chairman of Banking Financial Service Insurance Committee of ICI. Apart from this, being such a senior most member, he is a member of so many important committees of ICI, which is working in all the possible financial domains. And not only this, he is also member of the Quality Review Board, which is set up by the Government of India and taking up all the quality review exercise of India. So the list is unending. I mean, I will be just wasting up the time because whenever we look at sir, we cannot stop ourselves because we cannot wait to listen to him. Thank you so much, sir. Over to you, sir. Please address us on such an important topic. All our students are waiting to hear from you. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Alokji. I'm truly honored to be amongst you. My dear students, you'll have some issues with my voice because I am at T3 and I see so many people traveling, speaking to each other. But when I was told that I have to speak, I couldn't stop myself. I said, what may come, I should address you. I'm told that the topic of today's session is the power of positive thinking. Yes, Positivity instills success in you. 3 things before I start. Number 1, every person in this world is beset with problems. You will never find a day when you are not in problem. And what Swami Vivekananda says, Swamiji says that if you are moving on a very smooth path, please understand that you are on a wrong path. Problems, tensions are part of our life. So first important thing, what may come, what may be the situation, the only thing that will bail you out from there is your positivity. Second thing, when you are in a tense state of mind, relax, come back to that state from where you can think and come out of that problem. I remember when I used to give my CA exams. You look at the paper, you know nothing. You want to run away, you want to withdraw. At that time, you relax, have a small glass of water, and start thinking what you know. And I can bet the moment you start attempting the paper, from nowhere the solutions will come to you, and you will start feeling that you are at the right track. I'm reminded of a couplet here, which says, मैं खुदा का नाम लेकर पी रहा हूं दोस्तों, मैं खुदा का नाम लेकर पी रहा हूं दोस्तों, जहर भी इसमें हुआ तो दवा हो जाएगा, जहर भी इसमें हुआ तो दवा हो जाएगा. It is your faith that makes you move. And third very important thing, as a prelude to this session, is understanding how to create positivity. It is very simply said, be positive. But it is very difficult to be positive, particularly in situations where you feel nothing is left. But at that time, it is you who have to create positivity. Now I come on to the session. I will not speak more than 10 to 12 minutes because in the airport I see a lot of people staring at me. So I'll just try to carry you through next 10 to 15 minutes. The first thing which I want to tell you, as CS students, when you join your chartered accountancy, you have to undertake your articleship. And then you have to study also for your exams. That becomes a hard area. And after some time, that starts becoming monotonous. You start feeling that it is very difficult to do CA, to do articleship, along with studies, because studies are also par excellence. हमारे कहते हैं एक बच्चे ने, एक साहब ने एक बच्चे से पूछा कि बेटा सीए बनने में कितने पैसे लगते हैं. बच्चे ने कहा साहब पैसे तो थोड़े से लगते हैं, जवानी सारी लग जाती है. You have to pull all your initiatives, all your working, all at your best command to ensure that you emerge worker, emerge a winner. So first important thing, create a blueprint for success. Please, 3 years, if you joined today, if you joined, say, if you have done 1 year, you have to first create a blueprint for the next period, including your articleship period, including your times. When you are planned, you are positive. When you are unplanned, you are in distress. Planning is very important. There is a saying which says, people never plan to fail. They generally fail to plan. People don't plan. They think things would be in their hands, and once things go out of control, they lose their patience. So positive thinking is planning. Positive thinking is creating blueprints to success. I want to say one thing. I'm not there to flatter you, but the fact, I appreciate you for the fact that all of you are here on a Saturday afternoon, well logged with your sets to understand how you can put yourself onto a positive note. I'm reminded of a couplet which I'll share. The couplet says, मंजिल मिल ही जाएगी थोड़ा भटक कर ही सही. मंजिल मिल ही जाएगी थोड़ा भटक कर ही सही. गुमराह तो वो है जो घरों से निकले ही नहीं. I know people who don't understand Hindi have also joined. So I'll give the English version. It says that you will come to success maybe a bit late. But I'm worried about those people who have not come to the workforce to experience success. Experiencing success, knowing what you have to do, creating a blueprint, planning for success is important. Second thing, have better communication and presentation skills. When you have better communication and presentation skills, you are able to write better, you are able to communicate better. Then you see that people understand you. At times, negativity emerges when people do not understand you. I have been in the council for over now. This is my 8th term, 6 in central council and 2 in regional council. When people are frustrated, I just ask them to speak. I am on the phone and they will start relating their problem. And by the time they have given their problem, they have ended their problem, automatically they have a solution. Now they want to cross-check whether the solution is correct or not. Please, if you are able to communicate, you are able to always come out of those problems which ultimately pull you down. If you have good friends, friendship is very important. If you have good friends, you are able to discuss with them and create a via media how to come out of that negativity. Very, very important. Third important step to be positive. I am not a religious sermon teller, but I will tell you, if you get up early in the morning and have a bath, I'm very sorry to say that in today's generation, people normally get up in the afternoons. If you get up early in the morning and take a bath, I'm reminded of a gentleman in US who told me that if somebody is going to commit suicide and gives me a banana to eat, after eating that banana, he becomes very positive. So I want to tell you that if you get up early in the morning and go to bath, immediately positivity will come in you. If you pray to whatever God you believe, whatever faith you are of, you are bringing yourself online to positivity. Positivity is a state of mind. I'm reminded of Swami Vivekananda. Somebody asked Swami Vivekananda, he said, Swamiji, you have gone through Veda and Upanishads n numbers of times. Can you tell me in a gist the gist of Veda and Upanishads? Swamiji smiled and said, my boy, in a line, I shall not only tell you the gist of Veda and Upanishads, I will tell you the concept on which India thrives. The words uttered by Swamiji are written in golden words in Indian history. He said, strength is life and weakness is death. Please don't misunderstand me. I'm not asking you to go to gym and start pumping iron. You can do that. But this is mental strength. Keep your mind stress-free. Keep your mind out of worries. And when you pray, whatever faith you have, when you are spiritually inclined, whatever your age is, you always remain positive. The fourth important step. Please understand that if you have to have something worthwhile, you need to work for it. There is a saying, behind every war that is won, behind every war that is won are screams of orphans and cries of widows. Everything which you achieve is only after hard work, only after a lot of sacrifices. Please appreciate my fact that you may say people who are very successful, yet you find them very relaxed. It is only today. All people who have reached the pinnacle of success have combated negativity, have remained positive, worked very much. Jackie Shroff is a good friend of mine. So once I was telling him, Jackie bhai, how do you manage so many shifts? Jackie told me a great thing. He said, I know I have to be successful. And if I have to maintain that success, I need to be positive to undertake whatever that comes to me. You are aware that these film stars, these people at higher arena of lives, have certain images associated with them. And they cannot go and say goodbye to the images. I met Akshay Kumar once. It was 5:30 in the evening. Akshay took me to his vanity van. My wife, my daughter and myself were in Mumbai. We met him there. He took me to his vanity and offered me dinner. I said, Akshay bhai, dinner at 5:36? He said, yes. I normally take dinner at 6:30, go to sleep at 7 o'clock, get up 4 in the morning. I couldn't believe it. A person who is a star of Bollywood would always want to attend parties. But he says, no, I seldom go to any party. I sleep at 7 o'clock, get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. You'll find a book also, a very famous book, 5 a.m. Club, Millionaires Club at 5 a.m. I may be not knowing the correct title of the book. You go and read that book, you'll understand that getting up early morning, I can tell you one thing. If you have to carry something which I have told you, carry this. Try this for a week, for 3 or 4 days. When you get up, you'll feel so devastating. You'll not want to get up. I'll give it today. Today I was in Amritsar. I have come from Amritsar to Delhi, and from Delhi on the right from airport, I'll go to Ahmedabad. I got at 2:30 in the morning. I slept at 12 o'clock. So when I got at 2:30, I had to go to a Golden Temple, Amritsar. I started feeling it is all waste. I should not get up. I again lied for a while, but after 10 minutes, I got up. And when I took the shower of water, immediately all negativity ran away. I was totally charged to go to the temple. And the best part, people had gone yesterday evening. There were so many big lines, people could not go and look at the deity. But I and one of my very senior friends, his vice president from OYO, Mr. Neeraj Pandey, both of us could go with one of our common friends and could pray to our deity. So I'm not trying to tell you what positivity will do. But once you are early riser, positivity will create everything for you. I come to the Hindu mythology, which says that if you chant the name of Rama in the day, you get one benefit. If you chant it during Amrit Vela, which is from 3 to 6, for one Ram or for one Allah which you chant, you get benefit of 10,000 Rams or Allahs. It is a spiritual thing. You may not like or agree to it, but I want to tell you, even if you study in the morning hours, you will see that your grasping increases, your mind is in total peace, and you are able to effectively gauge what you intend to have. The fifth point, very important point. Please understand, a positive man lives like a king. He forgives and forgets. I want all of you to take a pen and pencil and start writing your tensions. Things which drive you down, things which pull you down. You'll find number one, my friend, Mohan. Mohan, I go in 10 minutes and you're not even given a single message to me. Alokji, whenever I come, I love red roses, but you only give me lilies. You carry these things in your mind. You expect something from people and carry them, and these things pull you down. I'll give an example. I don't like you. I'll give an example. I don't like Alokji, but I never tell this to Alokji. Whenever I see him, I feel negative. And Alokji treats me as his elder brother. Once I tell him I want red roses, he will give chocolates also with them. Mr. Nanda, my elder brother, take chocolates also. But I will keep on grudging this fact that, oh no, Alokji is not a good man. He never respected me, never likes me, never loves me. This is something that will fortify. I'll give an example. Negativity besets negativity. Please sit in the evening and think that you are not going to pass. When you're not going to pass, what will happen? All your friends will pass. They will go to good positions. People who have not done CA will go for businesses. Your parents will feel that you wanted to do and you're able to do nothing. Immediately a feeling will come, you are a waste of life. You can't do anything. It will take 5 minutes to be negative. And next 5 minutes, look at God's picture. Look at your mother. I want to tell you that we are close to 4 lakh chartered accountants. And we say in public we are chartered accountants, which is wrong. It is only because of 4 lakh mothers, their prayers, their hard work that we are chartered accountants. I tell you, I did not want to do CA. My mother prompted me to do CA. When I felt depressed, when I felt negative, I looked at my mother. Immediately positivity instilled in me because I wanted to do what my mother said. You may not be very smart. You feel you are ugly. I am very tall. I am very short. I am very dark. I am very fair. Ask your mother. The most beautiful creature in this world is you and only you. What shape you are, however you are. अगर आपकी माँ के दिल की धड़कन हो तो आप ही हो. She will never find some other person to love. She will love you, and in return, you have to remain positive. Because when you are negative, the greatest distress comes to your mother. Your mother becomes saddened, sorrowful. Please understand, if you want to do something great, be positive. Next, sixth, and this is probably my last thing, take things as they come. I will tell you something which is relevant to this period. I will tell you about the 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh Ji. There was a great movement to convert certain people from Hinduism. The king of the country wanted that certain people be converted from Hindus to another religion. Their top boss from Kashmir came to meet Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib. Guru Gobind Singh Ji was 10 years old at that time. So when Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib listened, he said, go and tell that emperor, if somebody gives sacrifice, nobody would be asked to turn Hindus. No, Hindu would be asked to leave his religion. So the second question from the leader was, who would do so? Please understand, Guru Gobind Singh said, there can be no other better person than you, father. Can you do this? Guru Tegh Bahadur laid his life for saving the religion. The rights of religion, he was not for one religion. He said any person has a right to practice his religion. And now listen, what happened in these 6 days from 23rd to 29th. Guru Gobind Singh had 4 sons. He lost all of them. He lost his mother, Mata Gujar Kaur. And in spite of that, he was never down. He was saying, if I've lost 4 children, I have thousands of Sikhs whom I have to nurture, whom I have to tell how they have to help the entire country to prosper. Height of positivity, 4 children gone. If you are late, if your child is late for 10 minutes from school, you forget everything. 4 children gone in a span of 6 days. And when his wife said, you have not told me your children have gone, he said, don't worry, 4 of them have gone. But there are thousands of them. Let us deem them to be our children. My dear friends, my dear students, please appreciate one thing. Life is, you only have a one inning to play. This inning, whether you perish or you grow. And nobody cares about you. The best thing in life is, don't compare. Nobody cares about you. If somebody dies, next day celebration starts in his family also. I don't want to discourage you, but I want to tell you that whatever you are for you and your parents and your friends, your family, and which is again a very close family. So don't overreact, don't overthink. Negativity is a result of overthinking. God is there. There is a Shabad Kirtan which says that when God has given subsistence, when God has given food to small worms who live in stones, will it not give to us? God is there with a beautiful future for us. But God loves people who are positive. God loves people who are forward looking. जिन्हें अपने मुस्तकबिल से मोहब्बत होती है, खुदा उसके साथ होता है. God is not with those people who would keep on cursing themselves, cursing what they are, how their system is, how their family background is, how their educational background is. No, I have a very well settled principle that it is not the color of your skin, not your caste, creed or sex, not your family or educational backgrounds which will make a difference in life. It is a resolve which you take. It is a positivity which you carry would make a difference. You are joining CA. You can become chartered accountant and then become the president of this institute. The president of this institute, Mr. Devashish Mitra at present, first CA in his family. I am first CA in my family. Not necessary that you have to be from we are all from humble backgrounds. I belong to a place called Yamunanagar, came to Delhi to do CA, and today I'm in the council for so long. Mr. Devashish Mitra started his career in Guwahati, came down to Calcutta. When you have the resolve to perform, nobody in this world can put you down. My last parting message to you is, my dear students, be positive whatever may be. Be positive whatever may be. And have skills. There is a couplet which says, गर खैरात में मिलती कामयाबी तो हर शख्स कामयाब होता है. गर खैरात में मिलती कामयाबी तो हर शख्स कामयाब होता. फिर कदर ना होती किसी हुनर की और ना ही कोई लाजवाब होता. If you get competence in charity, all would have been competent. And then nobody would have admired, appreciated competent people. If you want to become a star, if you want to have a formidable career, if you want to do great works, if you want people to respect you, love you, make you their role models, it is only possible when you burn the midnight oil. When you are positive, whatever the circumstance may be. And I can tell you, when you are positive, God is with you. And one who has God by his side can never lose, can never perish. My dear friends, I have to say goodbye to, I have a flight also to take. But I want to tell you that be positive. I'm very thankful to SSEB who thought of this session. Yes, this session can change your mindset. Please go ahead. Change yourself. I am in LinkedIn. My name is Charan Jyot Singh Nanda. If you want, you can join me at LinkedIn. We can always discuss if you have some problem. But for God's sake, don't think of problems. Think of solutions. Don't think of losing. Think of winning. You know there is a celebrated writer, Rudyard Kipling. Rudyard Kipling once said, very candidly, he said, gentlemen, winning is a habit. Unfortunately, losing also is a habit. Don't be a loser. Be a winner. If you are on the way, emerge as a winner. God be with you. Your parents will be with you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for such a wonderful, encouraging address for all of us. And this is the real demerit of the virtual platform, that we cannot give a kind of an applause which we want to give you for such a motivational session. Thank you so much. And the book, sir, which you have mentioned, that is a 5 a.m. club. You have very rightly mentioned the title. It is by Robin Sharma. And I would request all the students to please order this book. It is available online as well on Amazon, and go through it, because what sir has shared with us is something, if we start implementing, even if we think of implementing it, certainly with some habits change, I don't think so that will not going to take more than 21 days, and we will be certainly in the stream what sir has just now shown to us. Sir, you have given us all the tips. Just one thing I want to add in it.
Please, allow me.
That is the Sangat. When we just remain with all the people who are positive in life, lot of things start happening positive within us. And when we always look forward to you as a positive person, lot of positivity just flows by being or by interacting with you. So my dear students, whenever you find a positive person around you, always respect them, always value them, and try to be in that Sangat. Thank you so much, sir. I know you have to catch up a flight, and thank you for
God
giving
bless
us
all the students, and let them emerge as winners. Let them emerge as positive mottos on this world. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Technical team, please stop the web.